The race for the NFC East could potentially come to a close this weekend. Washington can clinch the division with a win and a New York tie or loss. However, with a Washington loss and a Dallas win against Philadelphia, it would leave the door open for the Cowboys to still win the division. We are still in this thing. Fox Sports NFL analyst Michael Vick is joining us this morning. Mike, it is great to see you, and of course, Merry Christmas to you. But we're off tomorrow, so here's the question. When we come back Monday, what will the NFC East look like?
I just start off by saying this is hard to believe that the Cowboys still in it, but that's the reality of the situation, and that's the way it's going down. But on Monday, it'll be all about the Washington football team. I think they beat the Carolina Panthers. I think the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Cowboys, and the Ravens and Giants game, the Giants don't stand a chance. So if this was, a couple weeks ago and the Philadelphia Eagles have made that switch to Jalen Hurts a little bit sooner, I might be singing a different tune on Monday, but I know this storyline will be all about the Washington football team, and they're making it, and rightfully so. They deserve it. They fought hard this year. They was competitive, and it couldn't have ended better for Ron Rivera and Alex Smith. So, while all these teams had a chance, and this was the NFC East all season, I think the Washington football team come out on top, rightfully so.
Well, this is what we're hoping. Well, because the only way that Washington can clinch, they can't clinch with just a win. They need the Ravens to beat the Giants, because the Giants have swept Washington football team like the Washington football team swept the Cowboys. That's why if they were to win, the Cowboys would be mathematically eliminated. With that being said, I do see that scenario happening. I see the Ravens beating the Giants. The Ravens have put together a couple of ball games, played really, really well. Lamar starting to round back into shape, starting to look like the MVP of last year. The Washington football team, if Alex Smith was 100% healthy, if he was 85% healthy, it'd be slam dunks, a Shaq dunk, no questions about it. But because he's not, it opens up the door. And the greater the chance of Dwayne Haskins has to play, the greater the probability that the Washington football team would lose. But I'm counting on Alex Smith not only starting the game, but finishing the game. And if he does that, I believe they win. Because the one thing we know about him, Skip, he's really careful with the football. He ain't putting the ball in harm's way. That's how he got the name Check Down Alex. And that's why Andy Reid ultimately, or Mike, moved on to Patrick Mahomes, because in order to have the talent that he had, he needed to push the ball down the field to maximize that talent. So he made that move. So I'm saying Jalen Hurts, let's go. I'm Team Jalen. Team Jalen Hurts.
But you didn't believe in Jalen.
Don't worry about what I believe in. I believe in Jalen Hurts going to beat the Cowboys, and I believe Washington will beat Carolina, and the Giants going to lose, and Washington football team will be the NFC East champs.
Okay, so I'm here to tell both you guys you're probably right about everything you just said. But I have asked Dear Santa for only one little thing this year. It's a tiny little thing.
Nope.
Just once, I want a tiny little NFC East under my tree. Just come down. It'll fit right in your big Santa sack. You can just put it right under my tree. It's a tiny little, it's the worst division in the history of football, but I want it.
Hold on.
I just want it.
What about the other thing you asked Santa?
I didn't ask him for anything
about Tom Brady?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Tom Brady get to the Super Bowl?
No, I didn't ask
you don't want that?
That's already a done deal.
Oh, okay.
I don't need Santa's help on that one.
Okay.
Okay, so look, I'll be the first to admit I'm probably getting sucked right back down into the old cowboy trap.
Yep.
I've become delusional. They are messing with my emotions right on cue. I've been misled. I've been duped. I get all that. It's happened to me year after year after year. But suddenly, my Cowboys have become the quietly hottest team in pro football. You saw what Cincinnati did to Pittsburgh on Monday night. My team, just 2 games back, went to that same stadium in Cincinnati and destroyed them.
Oh, destroyed them.
They destroyed Pittsburgh 27-17, and my team won 30-7 against those very same Bengals. And my team turned right around against the 49ers. And I swear you told me that San Francisco was going to win that game, but maybe I'm delusional on that. And the point was, my team won that game 41-33. And would you believe that my team over the last 2 games has forced 7 turnovers and given away the football 0 times, 7-0 in turnover diff over the last 2 weeks? That leads football by far, because that's what's happening. My team has caught quiet fire.
They ain't called no fire. Stop that.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I've lost my mind, but that's what it sure looks like to me.
Skip.
Because, go ahead.
Skip, you've been falling into the trap all season, and I'll be the first to say, I honestly, I feel bad for you because it's like every 2 or 3 weeks, you know, the Cowboys will catch a little fire, and then the fire will get burnt out, it'll go out, and it's like, you know, I'll be coming on the show thinking that we're going to talk positive about the Cowboys, and then they let us down. And then I see your reactions and your emotions, and you all in, and then it's a big letdown. And it's been an emotional roller coaster for you all year. And Monday, it is still a fate. But, you know, the wishful thinking and the optimism, man, you're the consummate, ultimate Cowboys fan, man. I respect that, Skip.
That is
I
true.
really do.
It's till death do I part.
But you know what?
No doubt.
This is the relationship. Jenny Harris is the relationship. You know what? I'm done with you. You such a liar. You make me sick. I'm done. And then guess what? 2 weeks later, y'all back together. I'm done with you. You make me sick. Them stinking Cowboys. He throw his jersey in the trash can, and then 2 weeks later, he right back together.
Hey, you know how good it is when you get back together, for at least for a little while?
Guess what?
Right?
At the end of the day, Skip, you should know this by now. There's a reason why you keep saying I'm done with them stinking Cowboys. But you can't help yourself. You let them you take them back again and again.
But they brought me back. They pulled me back. They did it. And here's the problem. You want to talk about mixed emotions? Who's the biggest Jalen Hurts fan on the planet? I called it before it happened.
Yes.
He's going to outplay Carson Wentz. He's going to be the long-term answer in Philadelphia. And here he comes. The last time he was at Jerry World was last year against Baylor in the Big 12 championship game, and he played great in that game. He threw for almost 300. I don't doubt he's going to have a big game Sunday, late afternoon at Jerry World. My team's just too hot. So I'm praying for Jalen to play well and my team to play a little better. I got 30-27 Cowboys, and I got a quarterback controversy going on in Washington right now, and you keep disqualifying. Yeah, we got issues. We got issues with Alex Smith's health, and you obviously got all kinds of psychological, emotional leadership issues with Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, damned if you do, damned if you don't. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to have trouble. I bet you'll have trouble scoring against Carolina.
Yeah, I'm sure they will, because they have trouble scoring against everybody except the Cowboys. But anyway, you got issues also. Your defense is dead last against the rush.
That's from way back when, not
What
late.
you mean just way back when?
They held 49ers to 150 yards. That's better than 300. We're coming alive.
Dallas defense still giving up 30 a game.
Yes.
A game. I can't overlook that, Skip. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, but my offense just scored 30 and 41 in consecutive games. Who knew?
Well, Jalen Hurts be getting a lot of points, so I got Jalen Hurts scoring about 38 on y'all.
Really?
Yep.
They're not beating my Eagles.
38. What do you got the score then? 38 to what, Shannon?
Nah, I'm going to say...
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, just a second. Give me a second.
And now he's backing off.
Eagles 34, Cowboys 26.
26, so that's
8 points.
8. Will you give me 8 for a case?
Nope.
Why not?
Nope.
Because you're afraid of my team.
Straight up.
Because you know, straight up.
Hold on.
I'll
Y'all
take 8.
favored.
I'll take 8.
Skip, you favored.
No, we're not. We're underdogs. We're 2.5-point dogs at home.
No.
I'll take 8.
No.
I'll take
Nope.
6.
Nope.
I'll take 6.
I know what's going to happen.
Nope.
Okay, because you're afraid.
Nope.
And that's okay. You're also afraid of your Washington football team because that team is going to have a hard time against Teddy Bridgewater and company because if you look closely at what Carolina's done, I know they've lost a whole bunch of games, close games on the road. 33-31 at Kansas City. To Drew Brees, 27-24. At Minnesota, 28-27. They will go in and they will fight you. And Teddy Bridgewater will play high-level football. He's just not that talented, but he will keep them in the game.
But guess what, Skip? That tells me when you've lost a lot of close football games that you don't know how to win.
Okay.
So, in other words, one team, you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, everybody's knocking them, talking about all they do is win. They don't cover the spread, but they know how to win close ball games. Carolina lose those games because they don't know how to win close ball games. So this is what I'm counting on. Look, we know what Dwayne Haskins is. He's not going to be on the roster. I'm going to be shocked. I bet that he won't be on the roster next year. But for one game, we might need him for one game.
You got dissension.
Yeah.
Their heart's not going to be into playing for him.
Yeah.
Michael, what would happen? What do you think's happening in that locker room with Dwayne Haskins if he has to start this game because Alex just can't go? How much do you think that team has misgivings now about its former captain, Dwayne Haskins?
Oh man, they're looking at him sideways.
Yep.
I mean, as a quarterback, you're the leader of the football team, and you know some incidents that guys go through, it's hard to shake. And I can see a receiver or a defensive back or a guy. You know, I won't say that any position is not of importance, but the quarterback of the football team, a guy who just had a chance to go out and reshape his career, change the dynamic and the direction of his career. You know, did something so pointless at the end of the day after a loss, and it's just not good. So guys are not looking at you as a true leader, and it's a big reason for that. He did it to himself.
Skip, I was reading the Philly paper, and I heard Ryan Westbrook said something very interesting, the great former running back for the Philadelphia Eagles. He said it looks to him that the guys are playing harder for Jalen Hurts than they did for Carson Wentz.
I told you that. I said that. The first day I said that.
So now that's what you want guys to do. Guys looking at Dwayne Haskins now, they're going to play hard, Skip, because what they have is right there in front of them. They still got a chance to win the division, but they're never going to look at. He can never leave that locker room again.
Nope, I agree. Okay?
Yep.
Finally.
Can't come back.
That's right. Okay, so remember this. They just got flexed out of an early game into a late afternoon stage game.
Cutty special.
Big national TV late afternoon game at home, and all of a sudden they're going to wake up on Sunday morning like, us?
Yep.
Really? Us? All of a sudden they're going to feel pressure they have not felt for years in Washington.
I can assure you, they played at 4 o'clock in the afternoon before.
Yeah, but nobody cared. Nobody cared. They care now.
You see what he do? He make it seem like they played at 9 a.m. in the morning East Coast time.
Well, virtually.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
No, they
I'm
don't.
sorry.
You play at 1 or you play at 4 on the East Coast.
Yeah. Carolina's going to break through with the upset of the year in the NFL.
That's what you're hoping.
They're going to win this game 20-17. Yep. I got it.
They're not winning this game.
And Monday morning, it's going to be all tied at the top, and then it's going to be up to Jalen Hurts to end the Washington season, and it's going to be up to my team on fire, having won 3 in a row, to go up to the Giants and do in their former coach, Jason 8-8 Garrett.
Y'all not even, that's not even a real fire. Y'all one of those candles that you flick the light and it comes on, but that's not even a real fire.
You can turn it on.
Yeah. That's not
well,
even
I did it. I turned it on.
That's not even a real fire.
Yeah.
But your day coming, about 6:15 on Sunday, your day will be here. Your day of reckoning is going to be here. All day you go like, Santa, you did it to me again.
You know what? I'm going to get up in the morning and there's going to be a tiny little trophy under my tree. It's a little one, just it's like 2 inches tall, and it's going to say NFC East on it.
Social media,
NFC
get ready. Zeke, I'm sorry, bro. Your jersey's going back in the trash can. Somebody jersey going in the trash can.
Nope.
Somebody had.
Nope,
Yes,
we got
no
this.
throwing away any presents. If your team gets you Cowboy stuff, Skip, it doesn't matter what happens on Sunday. You can't throw it away. That is a gift. So
It's going
remember
on.
that.
I can't help myself.